On a stormy evening, as cold winds blew in through the window of the old house, Bethel sat by the fireplace, holding a piece of dry bread in his hand, his eyes fixed on his grandmother, who was telling him the eerie stories she often shared every night. She spoke of hungry souls, of hungry ghosts that would knock on doors during stormy nights, stealing a part of the living soul. Bethel shivered as he listened. His grandmother said that if you opened the door, those souls would trap the person they saw forever in darkness. One night when his grandmother had to step out and Bethel was left alone in the small cold house, the atmosphere grew heavy. The wind howled through the cracks in the windows, making strange noises. Bethel glanced at the clock. It was late, and a sense of unease began to rise in his chest. Suddenly, a knock echoed through the stillness. Knock, knock. Bethel stood frozen, his heart racing. The knock came again, more urgent this time. Terrified, with trembling hands, Bethel moved toward the door. As he opened it, a cold gust of wind rushed in. Standing outside was a shadowy figure, tall and faint, with glowing red eyes like fire, long, thin, bony hands that resembled those of a monster. Before Bethel could react in horror, another figure emerged from the darkness. It was a woman with a gray face, sunken eyes, and a grotesque smile, toothless, with only gaping red holes. She reached out toward Bethel, and he could feel the bone-chilling cold from her hands. In a hoarse whisper, the woman said, "Help me. I'm hungry." Bethel, in panic, tried to step back, but suddenly the door was forcefully pushed open by an invisible force, knocking him to the floor. The door swung wide, and a cold wind swept in, extinguishing the oil lamp. A whisper filled the air, as though thousands of souls were speaking at once, their eyes glowing brightly, staring intently at Bethel. He heard a man's voice roar, "Run! You can't escape them." Bethel quickly ran into the house. With every step, he could feel the ghosts closing in around him. He dashed into a small room and slammed the door shut. But when the dim light from the oil lamp illuminated the room, he saw a strange painting. In the painting, two men and a woman stared at each other through a door, but their eyes glowed red, their smiles twisted and distorted. Bethel, in panic, ran out of the room, but as he turned, a cold hand with long fingers reached out from the darkness, pulling him into a world from which he would never be able to return.